2008. She's taken heed of the advice to get involved. She currently is a brother of the business fraternity AKPsi, and she's vice president of marketing for the Associated Business Student Council. This past summer, she participated in a leadership training program with the Target Corporation. She expects to graduate next May 2011. Tasvee?
Thank you, Dr. Carter. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'd like to commend each and every one of you for being here today. Because by being here, you're showing not only that you care for your success as a business student, but that you want to know what to expect in the next 2 years or so that you're here at SDSU. Dr. Carter asked me to speak to you today about my experiences going from lower to upper division business. Last spring, I never imagined standing up here in front of all of you. My first week, I was late, I forgot to do my homework, and I failed the first quiz. Yeah, I was off to a rocky start, but I learned quickly that you can redeem yourself. In my short time at upper division, I feel there are 3 things I can share with you today. Some you may already know, and some may not seem so important right now. The 3 topics are study habits, time management, and getting involved. So study habits. You all already have study habits. You wouldn't be here if you didn't. But now it's time to tailor your study habits towards your strengths and weaknesses more accurately. For example, marketing 370 is a breeze. Then study more for IDEAS 301 if you're struggling. That was a lesson I personally had to learn for myself. Now, a study habit you may not know would be to take the role of a business student more seriously. By utilizing office hours and by communicating effectively and respectfully with your professors, you're setting yourself up to create very valuable relationships. Now, what you may know, study groups are helpful, but they may be a challenge to keep up with. What you may not know is now you need to initiate study groups. You may feel weird doing it at first, but everyone will be thankful you did. Trust me. Everyone will benefit, and you'll make friends. Not to mention the grade at the end of the semester that you get will be that much more rewarding. The second topic is time management. Utilize those planners. I urge you, if you haven't bought a planner, please do so today. And I'm not going to stand up here and tell you, don't procrastinate, because we all procrastinate to some degree. Just be smart about it. There are simple things you can do for yourself to save yourself time, such as planning out each day in detail, in 15-minute intervals if you have to. Again, simple but effective. About 3 semesters ago, something I began doing was scheduling each professor's office hours into my daily agenda, just as a reference. This will be easier if you have a digital calendar such as iCalendar for Mac. And finally, as Dr. Kettner mentioned, I did do an internship this summer. And one thing I realized is that every executive in the building used daily to-do lists to keep them on track, on task, and on schedule for all the work they had to complete. This is also a great way for all of us to manage our time on a daily basis. And another thing, it's time now. We have to study harder. The material we're expected to learn is going to be more complex, and we're going to have exams testing us on critical thinking versus memorization. It's essential to accept and understand this because, as I said, you can redeem yourself, but recognize that upper division is a challenge. And once you gain a balance of your schoolwork, it's time to get involved. Topic number 3, getting involved. You know your professors and advisors have been telling you from the beginning of your college career to get involved on campus. You may think this is to make friends or build a network. But what you may not realize is that involvement on campus is you taking a proactive role in pursuing your own success. And involvement leads to a more rewarding college experience. In fact, studies show that students who get involved on campus graduate at a higher rate than students who do not get involved. And of the students who do get involved, they're more likely to utilize on-campus academic resources. Speaking of campus, our organizations. You know, San Diego State has many student-run organizations. What you may not realize is that each and every one of them is structured to help you succeed and get an education outside of the classroom that is so necessary in today's job market. I've had real-world experience applying what I've learned through my organizations to my job. Now, the networking aspect. Yeah, you can make friends in organizations, but also realize that not only will they educate you, but they will become a social and support network for anything you decide to pursue in your future. A personal example would have to be my fraternity. When I joined in the fall of 2008, SDSU had 35,000 students, and I didn't know a single face walking through those halls. After I joined, I can't walk through the halls without seeing the faces of 2 to 3 people that I consider family. People that support me not only in my academic career, but in my personal life as well. So, fellow SDSU business students, I challenge you. I challenge you to study smarter. I challenge you to take a more proactive role in pursuing your own success. I challenge you to find an organization that will inspire you and join it. Thank you.